In this episode, we go through our 5 must-have grief buys for 2025 to help you cope better, get more quality sleep, and gain back some routine. You don't want to miss these. Welcome back to the Good Grief Couch. We're so glad you're here. If you're new and joining us for the first time, my name's Kaylee.
My name's Ryan.
And we are married.
Yes.
And we have a 1-year-old.
And she's sleeping, but she's also teething again and all sorts. So,
and very active. So
we've set aside some time to podcast.
So thanks for being here.
Yes.
Let's jump in. I want to jump straight into these 5 must-haves. So excited to share these with you guys. Our first one, how did this come about?
How did this come about? Well, I would say that probably these first, actually, out of the 5, I'd say all 5 do relate to improving your sleep.
Yes.
And I'd say that the topic of sleep was really drummed home to me by my psychologist, who was helping me through a bunch of stuff. And I was letting him know about my routine and when I was waking up, how bad I felt already waking up, and physically, but also, mentally and spiritually. And he just said, Ryan, if you're waking up and your sleep hasn't actually done what it's meant to, you're starting below 0.
Right.
Like if you think about a thermometer, right, below 0 is where you're starting the day. And so we put a big emphasis on trying to improve that. And I think it's a continual thing that we want to try and improve. So I don't know, does that answer the question as to where this maybe started?
Yeah, okay. And yeah, like it's true in many other areas, working out and, your attention span, all those sorts of things. Sleep is like the common denominator here, and it's just so important. And I think sometimes we can take good sleep for granted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
Oh, I was going to say, and we probably don't put enough emphasis on sleep as well.
Yes.
I know I haven't. Only in the most recent years, I'm kind of like, wow, I actually need to put effort into sleeping better, which just sounds ridiculous. Like you should, I've always thought, just get tired, go to sleep.
Yeah, it just sounds like something we just do.
Yeah, but it's not. There's so much more that can be done, and little things as well, which are kind of what we want to bring about in this episode.
Yeah. So mine was a gift from you. Would you like to introduce it?
Sure. Was this a birthday gift or what?
Yeah, it was birthday. Yeah.
We'd been using terrible drink bottles for a long time, just ones plastic drink bottles that you'd bought in
from the supermarket
wherever.
or whatever. And
I wanted to get you something a bit nicer, a bit more special, that kept water cool or warm or whatever. And so
did some research.
And it had to also fit in our car in the cup holders, because that's a big problem.
That's a big problem.
If you don't have.
Yeah. And Ryan gets very annoyed if it rattles.
Had to be perfect.
Had to be perfect.
So,
we found the one.
Our first grief buy for 2025 is a better and bigger drink bottle. The reason why I say better and bigger is because by now, hopefully, all the world knows that the different plastics and so forth are not good to be storing different things in.
Especially if you leave them in the car and they're sitting in the sun and all that sort of thing.
Okay, so it needs to be better and it needs to be bigger, because if we just get something that's slightly bigger in terms of what holds our water, we will naturally drink more, because the way that our mind works is when we see something, we naturally want to finish it, whether it's like a plate of food. So if you're trying to lose weight, just simply drop the size of your plate and you will naturally put less on the plate. But that's not what this episode's about.
Yep.
It's about actually increasing water intake, because the more hydrated we are from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep, the better we will actually sleep.
Yeah. And if you're having a scull or a slurp and you got more in the drink bottle but you're closer to the end, you'll just naturally either go to finish it or have a few more sips.
And I also found that having a straw, which I'd never had on drink bottles before, actually made me drink more as well, versus undoing a lid, which is more effort, and you don't drink as much because you're trying to gulp water versus just naturally drink through a straw. So that was also a game changer. And then if you want to get specific, we actually got Pargo drink bottles, which is a Australian brand.
It is.
And they are providing clean water around the world with every
With each
purchase, which
yeah.
is really cool. So this is not sponsored.
We love that. No, it's not at all.
But if you know Pargo or Pargo, you want to reach out, let's
Yeah.
do some stuff. But really, really cool. Clean drink bottles.
Yeah.
And
I'm stoked with it. They can pull apart, you can clean it easily, and it holds cool and hot water.
so
And it fits in our car.
That's number one.
Thanks, Pargo. Doing a good thing.
It sounds simple, but it's the simple things when you're grieving that make the biggest difference. There's
Yeah.
a saying that we love that small hinges swing big doors, and a little bit more water intake is going to swing
Help in many areas.
big doors
Yeah.
for you.
All right, number 2. This was my buy, and it's this thing right here. And it's a rechargeable lamp, and it's dimmable. It's got 3 different settings of like low light settings, different colors as well to suit your preference. Ryan likes one specific one, I like another. And I came across this as I think it was a Temu buy, guys. I think I was testing out Temu to see if it was a scam, and this was one of the things that I chucked on the list. But I'd seen them in restaurants and thought they were really cool. Like you tap the top and it goes through you hold it down, it dims. And anyway, we had that recent cyclone. I don't know if you know, if you'd been with us, we had a cyclone a month ago, and so we lost power for 4 days. And I thought, oh, well, we need a light in the bathroom in our room. And so we took this in there, and I'm like, why didn't we do this earlier? Because our light's bright, which is great for doing makeup. So, you might think, oh, I could just change the light bulb, but you need a bright light sometimes for some things. But at night, we just want to go in there, brush our teeth, get into our pajamas, and go to the toilet and get into bed without having to like wake ourselves up again. So we took this in there a month ago. It's been a game changer. Like, I've had this for a year and a half now or something. I'm like, why didn't we do this earlier? I thought I'd be doing it for dinners, romantic dinners or something, or when we're watching a movie. But guys, this has been...
And the problem with bright lights before we go to sleep is they keep our brains active to keep it really simple. And so if you can create less light in your home as you start to wind down for sleep, it's going to help your brain start to get into a mode of, all right, I'm preparing for sleep.
Let's wind down. Let's stay chill.
Less light in the eyes. And so we've got a nice warm lamp here in our living room where we're podcasting from. But as the afternoon becomes evening and nighttime, we start to lower the lights.
Yeah, we have less lights on.
And then sometimes, like last night, jumped into bed and Kaylee like flicked on the
I was looking for
lights.
a sock.
And I was like, she's shocked. She
I
didn't
just
even
said,
give me
sorry.
warning.
Flick on the light.
She ruined my sleep routine.
Sorry.
And I literally did. I was rolling around in bed and for like half
I
an
was
hour,
too,
40
to be
minutes.
honest.
Oh my
but
goodness.
I had one sock on because I couldn't find my sock still, and my feet were cold.
Okay, so
Anyway,
number 2
back to it.
is
Number 2, some sort of dimmable light. This is from Temu, I think. I know you can get them on Amazon. You can get different sorts. Like you can get just little push top ones that look like a little buzzer or
Anyway,
something.
go searching. There's
Anyway, go
so many out
searching.
there.
This was less than $10. So.
Yeah.
Great buy.
Nice, easy one. Okay, number 3 is noise cancelling earplugs. Really important, like when we're sleeping, that we have less noise because our body somewhat stays alert while we sleep. And so it's listening for, it's like fight, flight or flight. Our body it protects us. And if there is some form of noise, if you think back to cavemen, for example, sleeping out in the wild, one ear had to be protective out of the cave for any danger that would come. And it's no different to now, so like here where we live, like we'll hear a noise and think, man, is someone breaking into the house? So
But it's like tree swaying and
it hasn't
animals.
changed.
Yep.
But if we can lessen the noise into our ears, it does a number of different things. It actually we'll have a deeper sleep because our brain isn't, again, as active. It lowers our heart rate. It does a whole bunch of stuff which enables us to get a more quality sleep. Now, it may sound counterintuitive to like go, oh, I want to block out sound because through grief, sometimes we just want to distract ourselves. We might leave a radio on or some music or the TV, but that's actually keeping our brain awake and therefore it's a detriment to our sleep. So we want to tune out as much noise as possible.
Yeah. So again, I found these before we went on overseas trip because I was like, I'm a bad plane sleeper. We need something for the plane. So Ryan and I had different ones just to test them out. But these are from Amazon.
Yep.
I think they were like,
just search Loop earplugs.
yeah, these aren't Loop, but they're different ones. But these were, I think, less than $15. I think Loop are like more like 30.
Well, it's because of the brand, but the
Yes.
style of Loop, you can
Yes.
find them anywhere.
These aren't 100% noise cancelling, so you're not going to miss your alarm or not wake up. But they just help sift out that extra bit of noise in the background. So yeah, definitely helps us sleep
Super
better.
good.
Yeah.
And then when you travel, they're so small, you can take them anywhere.
Yeah.
On planes, like
in your pocket,
anything.
handbag.
Noisy hotels, wherever you are. So super simple, super good. So far, just to recap, we've covered a bigger, better drink bottle,
Yeah.
more water
More water
intake's
intake.
going to help so many things in your life.
Sleep, digestion, all
And
those
like
things.
Kaylee and I aren't perfect.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, we are far from
Yes,
it.
believe it or not,
oh my
guys.
goodness. And so we've got to increase our water take constantly.
Yeah.
And we need to work on getting less light into our eyes before we get to sleep. And we need to wear our earplugs more often than we do. So the first 3 items are going to help you phenomenally sleep better.
Yeah. You can thank us later.
Yeah. Before we get on to our next 2, I want to say if you're enjoying these and finding these helpful, we would love to ask if you could rate and subscribe or just review the podcast. If you're on Spotify, just a 5-star rating would be amazing. On Apple, 5-star rating too. If
Yeah.
you're on YouTube, a like or a comment. Those small little things are going to help other people going through grief as well, and this reach more people. So that would be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, to our top 2
Yes.
best buys for 2025.
Number 4
Number 4 has to be our Good Grief Club.
has to be.
The stories and the testimonies coming from the women inside of our club right now,
Yeah.
we just can't keep up with them. I think of Kelly recently, who just joined our community, and I was going to message her. She messaged me at the same time. Sadly, she just lost a child hours after being born.
Yeah.
And she was just asking, like, I want to read the Bible. I don't know what, I'm not attending a church right now. And I was able to say, where are you? And found out she is in the same town that we've got a sister church in. And I know the pastors so well. And I was like, let me just get you connected with the pastor. Like, the chances of that.
Yeah.
And it's happening all over.
Yeah.
We just had friends. We've got friends that were just traveling through Boston at the moment and in need. And we've got one of our club members in Boston who was able to be there and just been praying for them.
And we had Ashley. Ashley has lost her sister, and we have another amazing long-time member, and she'd lost a sister, so we connected them, and they've just loved connecting and getting on the same level with someone who's got the same grief as them. It's so amazing.
Totally. There's nothing like the comfort of hearing from somebody who's gone through a similar loss to you.
Yeah.
Even yesterday, right here at our home, having our home church here.
We've got 2 people that are connected through our Good Grief world that now come to our church and our home
who
group.
just met in person for the first time
Yeah.
right here. And so
Yeah.
the healing, the support, the love is like nothing else I've ever been a part of or seen anywhere.
Yeah, honestly. And you might think we're biased, but actually we are just telling stories that are happening before our eyes. We're just telling what's really happening, and we're just so excited for it. So if you or someone who would really benefit from something from a community like this,
Come join our Good Grief community. It's free to come and just be a part and soak up the community. And then you can see if you would like to, or you think the next step is joining our Good Grief Club, which
You
is
can
our
upgrade.
monthly membership. But
we think it's super valuable.
to come join,
yeah.
the link is below the description. Come join our Good Grief community and get connected with some of these amazing women all over the world.
Yep.
That is our number 4.
Oh, and also just another little bonus. In May, we've got a competition happening, calling it Meetup May, and we're going to have members meeting up all over. So if you come and join and you find someone that's near you, you can be meeting up, and there's prizes and all sorts of things happening. So
yeah, and if you're like, I mean, our members are all over the world, but like it's so exciting in the States because I think we're about like 3 states away from being in every state of the US, which is really cool.
yeah, hot states are Texas and Florida.
At the moment, they're the hot ones at the moment. Yeah, like Canada, UK, Asia, Europe, Australia, like, oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, very
Okay,
cool.
that's number 4.
Yeah. Number 5, I think.
I'm excited for everyone to hear number 5.
Yes.
Because it holds so much warmth and love and
light
and benefits.
Yeah.
So
and
should we drum roll into number 5? Best buy for 2025. Number 5. You can't actually buy it.
It's actually free.
You've got access to it right now.
It's available to everyone worldwide.
At different times during the 24-hour cycle. It is
the sun. And guys, getting sunshine in your eyes in those critical, first early moments of the day can do wonders, just like water.
Yes.
It can help sync your circadian rhythm. Is that? Yeah.
Your circadian rhythm, which is your sleep cycle, will help improve your digestive system.
Yeah, who would have thought?
Yeah, and it's all because of something called melatonin, which floods your eyes in the early morning sun. So if the earlier the better, but if you're an early riser, like, I mean, at the moment here, it's coming into winter and the sun is just coming up a horizon like at about 6 a.m. And so we're up. And so to catch those first.
It might be a little bit later by the time it gets above the trees near our place, but like.
If you want to be that specific.
When you can get it on the horizon in your eyes is good.
Yes.
The earlier the better.
And it's a great way to start the day as well. But it's also something that you can add into your routine. And you know that by starting the day that way, you're starting the day the way that you want to finish, by knowing that, hey, this is going to help me with so much throughout the day, but then also set me up for a better night's sleep. And you just start to compound on that effect. And if you've got young kids, it's great for regulating their sleep as well.
Yes, it is. As we were doing research before our bub came.
Yeah, so we take Nazaré outside and we hold her up.
We hold her up like Simba. Yeah. And one of our Good Grief members, Amy, she makes an effort to get up before the sun rises to go for a run so that she can, get that sun in her eyes. And
shout out Amy.
Shout out Amy.
So cool. So sunshine, number 5. I know you were thinking it was going to be some like $1,000 product. No, it's the sun. It's like what
freebie.
God gave us. That is just got untapped potential for us in so many forms. So we hope you've enjoyed our top 5 must-have best buys for 2025. In order, just to recap, it's a better and bigger drink bottle. It is a dimmable lamp and lower lights in your home before you go to bed. It is noise-cancelling earplugs. It's our Good Grief Club community, and it is the sunshine.
So there you have it. If you guys would like to join, again, links below. We'd love to have you. Meetup May's happening, and if you can review or share the podcast, that'd be amazing. Hope you found something great in here. Big love from us. Till next time.
We'll see you next time.
Ciao.